This week at Bungie for 8/27, that's yesterday, Thursday, put out 16 hours ago. We gave a chilling new look at Stasis. We gave a chilling new look. Get it? It feels like just yesterday you were getting your first look at Stasis. Today, during a virtual Games Con, we took a deeper look, introducing you to the Hunter Revenant, Titan Behemoth, and Warlock Shadebinder subclasses. There's quite a bit to chew on. How do the new grenades work? What about melee attacks? What are those things that the Hunter just threw? This is just the start. So this is what we waited. We watched Gamescom for 2 hours yesterday before Stasis showed up. And this is 2 minutes long. This may be what they showed. I can't remember. I was really disappointed that we waited 2 hours for a 2-minute trailer. Good morning, Kat. I don't think this is what they showed at Gamescom, is it? Oh, maybe it is. What I do remember is, a lot of people are asking me what I think about Stasis, and I'm not quite sure yet. I really don't know how to wrap my head around it. What I did notice, though, is, like, my reaction to Stasis wasn't with the PvE stuff, which is funny since I'm a PvE main. It was the PvP clips here that I saw. Like, that, I was like, oh, hell no. Like, that, I was uncomfortable with that. So I think this is going to be really freaking annoying, and we're going to start having the same reactions in Destiny that I have in Overwatch when I get frozen by May. Stasis is the new subclass that's coming out in November. People used to buy movie tickets to see a movie trailer. Isn't that crazy? Like, really? So, someone on Reddit actually put it well. They said, you know, Stasis is like the cold subclass. It's frozen, which makes sense because there's no light there. It's the absence of light. And I'm like, technically true, but not true. It is brilliant because cold is not a thing. It's simply the absence of heat. Heat is a thing. And darkness is not a thing either. There's nothing with darkness. It's the absence of light. So it is brilliant that Stasis is without energy, but I hope in the lore Bungie shows a little bit of brilliance and they connect the cold with the dark, because we know that it's we've been expecting a darkness subclass, but they're different types of energy. So we were expecting light energy, but what we're getting is a heat energy thing. You've already warned Sarge that you're going to be going full Elsa when this drops. You're running around singing Let It Go. Oh my god, I want to see that. Over the next 2 weeks, we'll be releasing additional details through dev diaries and updates to the Bungie.net Stasis page. First update is planned for September 1st. Set your calendar reminders accordingly. They have a Stasis page? Embrace the darkness. Cold, dark, and alluring. The power of Stasis beckons you. Command this new elemental power with a brand new Guardian subclass. Control the fight, seize your enemies in an icy grip, and shatter them where they stand. Oh look, here's a pre-order button. This is it, guys. This is it. This is their Stasis page. All right, an early patch note preview. Excuse me. Usually we have quick previews of patches the week before they're released. Even though Destiny 2 Update 2.9.2 isn't slated until September 8th, we want to give an early preview of a few fixes and changes coming your way. Stay tuned to @BungieHelp on Twitter for final timelines, as the date may shift if any issues are found. Solstice of Heroes Ornament glows. Shortly after Solstice went live, we became aware of a difference between how the Universal Armor Glow bundle icon was depicted and how it visually performed in the game. After investigating the issue, we felt the difference between them was too vast. We have revisited the glow intensity of these ornaments and enhanced the in-game appearance to match the icon as closely as possible. Guys, get your glow on. Get your glow on. It's kind of sad because I didn't want like massive glows, but Sleeper nodes. With additional Destiny content vault details available, we're seeing many players returning to content released in the earlier years of Destiny 2. Some players are hunting triumphs while others are focusing on rewards. One of these rewards is the unique emblem players unlock after collecting all of the available sleeper nodes introduced in Destiny 2 Warmind. Due to the way that the sleeper nodes were created, we are unable to completely remove the possibility of receiving duplicate override frequencies, but we are making some improvements to greatly reduce the odds of receiving a duplicate. The following tips will help you avoid duplicates and acquire those final elusive nodes. When combining resonance stems, it is very unlikely that the resulting override frequency will unlock a node in your current area. It won't. We'll go over this in a minute, guys. I have a thing that'll help you get all the nodes. For example, if you need to unlock a node in Heatsink, you should leave Heatsink before creating an override frequency. Destiny 2 has an internal checklist of nodes you have unlocked. This checklist is separate from the count you see in-game, and prior to this fix, the checklist would frequently be cleared. Clearing this checklist is the reason duplicates were so common. Going forward, the checklist will never be cleared. Yowza. If you create an override frequency for a node that you have opened in the past, you should open the node again instead of deleting the override frequency. This will allow the internal checklist to be updated and help prevent future duplicates. I'm kind of disappointed that they did this. They should have just said, hey, Google it, the answer's there for you. In different terms, the team has created a form of bad luck protection for sleeper nodes. They just make things so easy for people. But the tracking is starting fresh. Get hunting and you'll be unlocking a unique emblem before you know it. So if you go to Diebear's Den on Discord, you can do !Discord to find the link if you're not part of it. And if you are new to the stream, click on the New Start Here category at the top and go to Self-Assign Roles and click on the 2 at the bottom to assign yourself to the Destiny 2 category. What that does is that makes the Destiny 2 category right here visible to you. You can't see this until you belong to Destiny 2. We have auto-roll people who have joined the server to join us in like raids and things. It also gives you access to the Destiny 2 resources category below it. And if you go down to Mars, we have some really fun tools here for all the Mars stuff. We have the latent memory locations, and those are really fun to do those. And then we have the override frequency or sleeper nodes checklist. And then there's a video about it too right here. So these two here will teach you how to get what you needed. I went around forever needing one sleeper node, and so I Googled it because everything you need is on Google, and I found these resources, and after like 3 tries I got my sleeper node and I got my emblem. So there you go, guys. Everything, if you have any questions about anything with completing any of this content, check my Discord, and if your question still isn't answered, let me know. I will get you the answer happily, because I do want this to be the ultimate resource. I want it to be easy to follow. All right. Assorted fixes and changes. Fixing an issue where player spawn effects would freeze in Gambit. Fixing an issue where the ADS on the Cold Denial Season Pass Ornament was different than the base weapon model. And Regiex's broadsword will now be available to reclaim from collections, as it should be. Note, this will be locked to the first roll rewarded when completing the broadsword quest. This is like the god roll. Spider will begin offering 3 weekly wanted adventure bounties, up from 1. Interesting, I wonder why. Fixing an issue that prevented the exotic perk on the Merciless fusion rifle from triggering. Ooh. Merciless is a really cool fusion rifle. We have a few more general bug fixes slated for this update as well. Player support will have a final preview of bugs to be resolved next week, followed by the full list of patch notes when the update goes live. See you in 2 weeks. Was that the end? It was. He gives you cores. I farm those. Yeah, I used to farm them all the time, and then I learned that it was easier just to turn in tokens to like Zavala and Shax, because if you break down weapons and armor, it gives you enhancement cores. I would continue doing those bounties because they were fun and pretty easy to do if you're out there in the world doing all the different things. But the problem is that they cap you at 20 ghost fragments. So you have to go out and keep doing Tangled Chore. I spent more time doing Tangled Chore activities than actually doing wanted bounties. And it got to be frustrating. Now, if Bungie would let me just continue collecting ghost fragments without a cap, I don't know why they put caps on things like that. They're unnecessary. I like the Tangled Chore, but because of how the system was set up, it's just another example of how Bungie made me sick of content I really liked. Because they forced a grind that was completely unnecessary. Resolution over the last week. Destiny player support has been working with various teams at Bungie to resolve a few high priority issues. First up, dishing out some rightly earned bright dust to players who completed Solstice bounties. Second, a fix for one of our more notorious error codes. Read on for details. Solstice bounties in Hotfix 2.9.1.3. We resolved an issue where weekly and repeatable Solstice of Heroes bounties did not grant Bright Dust rewards upon completion. We have since granted Bright Dust to the first wave of affected players. I got some Bright Dust. And we'll be sending out a second grant in the near future. Error code Tapper? What is that? I've never heard of that in my... Okay, wait. Their error codes are never... Just animal resembling swine?
Taper.
Taper. Never heard of that. Interesting. It resembles swine. So are swine taper? Any of several large, chiefly nocturnal, odd-toed ungulates of the genus, I think it's Tapirus, of tropical America and Southeast Asia, having a stocky body. Who came up with this as an error code? Bungie! We have resolved an issue causing players to encounter error code Taper when they try to launch Destiny 1 while they have a Twitch account linked to their Bungie.net account. This is so ridiculous. Current known issues. While we continue investigating various known issues, here is a list of the latest issues that were reported to us in our help forum. Some EAZ weekly challenges don't show up at the weekly reset. Some Bungie reward codes are not working on the EU Bungie store. And we're investigating turtle errors on Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 for players on Century Link. For a full list of emergent issues in Destiny 2, players can review our known issues article, and players who observe other issues should report them to our help forum. Taper is a bad code. That's the one that locks you out of your D2 accounts. Oh, wow. That's happening to Destiny 1 players right now. So now I understand some of the stuff that I heard on Destiny 1. Oh my god, lots of movies we get to watch here in a little bit. I'm not playing them. We're going to do these last because I can't put these on YouTube because they usually contain content that will give me a copy strike, and I don't want that. Summer is fading. The days are getting shorter and even a bit darker in our neck of the woods. An evening chill is beginning to creep into the air. It's the perfect mood for stasis subclasses to enter the realm of Destiny 2. And for our first steps on Europa in November. Just a few short months stand between you and Beyond Light. Cheers, DMG 4.